Clap your hands, clap your hands. The most Italianish thing in the world.
In today's lesson, I thought about a traveling guide, the essential nouns and verbs useful to start traveling across Italy. First and foremost, the verb to travel in Italian is viaggiare. Are, first conjugation. First, let's conjugate in simple present. Io viaggio, I travel. Tu viaggi, you travel. Lui, lei viaggia. He, she, it travels. Noi viaggiamo, we travel. Voi viaggiate, you travel. Loro viaggiano, they travel. Then conjugation for simple past. Io viaggiai, I travel. Tu viaggiasti, you travel. Lui, lei viaggiò. He, she, it traveled. Noi viaggiammo, we traveled. Voi viaggiaste, you traveled. Loro viaggiarono, they traveled. Now let's start to introduce some prepositions, like the preposition to, because in English, to travel to is always accompanied by the preposition in order to specify the motion to a place. In Italian, the correct preposition is a. Viaggiare a Roma. Travel to Rome. Generic, if I casually mean to travel to Rome. Io viaggio a Roma is more specific. It means I'm traveling to Rome. Io viaggiai a Roma. I traveled to Rome. While the verb to go is andare, a verb we saw in a previous video, it is better doing a quick review. Andare, are belongs to the first conjugation, but it is an irregular verb, so it is a little bit difficult, because andare morphs in va for the first three persons. Io vado, I go. Tu vai, you go. Lui, lei va. She, he, she, it goes. Noi andiamo, we go. Voi andate, you go. Loro vanno, they go. The past form of the verb andare luckily is pretty much regular. Io andai, I went. Tu andasti, you went. Lui, lei andò. He, she, it went. Noi andammo, we went. Voi andaste, you went. Loro andarono, they went. For instance, a very basic way to ask for directions in Italian is like the following. Noi andiamo a Firenze, meaning we go to Florence. It is a way to make people to understand which is your destination. And if you add the adverb come, you can transform that into a question. Come noi andiamo a Firenze? Meaning, how do we go to Florence? Italian people will understand you need indications on how to reach Florence, and they will be surely willing to provide those indications. So, let's talk about means of transportations. If you come to Italy by airplane, airplane is aeroplano, but actually nobody in Italy calls it in that way. Very often it is simply aereo. Aeroplano is a word that comes from French, while aereo is more natural because it comes from Latin. Aereo is male gender, therefore l'aereo, lo aereo, the airplane. Un aereo, an airplane. Aerei, plural, airplanes. The translation for flight is volo. It is male gender, therefore il volo, the flight. Un volo, a flight. Voli, plurals, flights. Means of transportation and public transports in Italian want the preposition per, which stands for the English for. For instance, a flight for Venice. Un volo per Venezia, meaning you are looking for a flight to reach Venice. You can use this phrase at airport terminals to look for flights going to Venice. By the way, airport is aeroporto, male gender. L'aeroporto, the airport. Un aeroporto, an airport. Aeroporti, plurals, airports. If you take a taxi or a cab, you can say to the driver like aeroporto per favore, which means to the airport, please. If you're visiting a big city like Milan, Florence, Rome, Venice, Naples, and etc., you can transfer from the airport to the city center by trains. Treno is the translation for train, male gender. Il treno, the train. Un treno, a train. Treni, plurals for trains. Also, in this case, you can simply ask the ticket office un treno per Venezia, meaning you're asking for information about a train leaving for Venice. If you find the right train, of course, you must ask for a ticket. Ticket in Italian is biglietto, il biglietto, the ticket, un biglietto, a ticket, biglietti, plurals for tickets. Biglietto is a difficult word to pronounce it right due to the gli in the middle of the word. However, it is pronounced exactly like the article gli. Biglietto.